Hello, my creepy crawlies, and welcome to another edition of Digging Deep. Wait a minute. This isn't digging deeper. This is something new. This is something fun. So let me tell you about it. As you know, this year, 2020, has been the year from hell. We had a pandemic. Everybody's getting laid off, myself included. And we really just wanted to do something a little bit more fun and festive for Halloween this year. But due to a COVID-related layoff, guess what? I'm kind of short on funds. We wanted to do some major decorating to hang on to as much of the Halloween spirit as we possibly could. So I decided that I would go into my attic and start digging out years and years worth of decorations and props. And then I also wanted to kind of pad it, but being low on funds, I had to go to some places like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart to get a few little extra items to kind of flesh out the rest of it. Flesh. Get it? We built a little cemetery in the front yard, all full of tombstones and creepy crawly things, and then we decided that we were going to decorate our front porch and create Carry On Manor Cemetery. So let me show you a little video of how it looked on Halloween night. As you can see, it was spooky, it was foggy, it was a lot of fun. But there were also some areas that were somewhat problematic. We realized that there were a few items that we didn't have that really needed to make this display pop. The biggest thing that was lacking was lighting for the individual props. We built this glorious cemetery. Okay, we built this kind of cool cemetery, and we didn't have that much lighting to light it up. So there were aspects of it that got lost in the night. So here's our big announcement. Over the next coming year, we're going to go through and rebuild our cemetery bigger and better. We're going to evaluate each individual piece and see what we can upgrade, what we can build upon, and what new things we need to add. And most of all, what can we do better? Like most people, when you're supposed to be paying attention during a meeting on Zoom, I was actually watching YouTube tutorials on how to build Halloween props, and man, I was just having the best time. And so I think I can do this. Over the course of the next year, we're going to film videos of tutorials and demonstrations showing how we're building these props. And next year, we will bring you back for a tour of the new and improved Carry On Manor Cemetery. Can't wait. So now, let me show you some of the decorations that we do have, and I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to do to make it better next year. So this is our little tavern table, and next year what we're planning to do is to do a little repaint on the rats to give it a little pop of color and a little flair, and just add a few additional things to it that will make it feel more like a bar. I would also like to have an overhead light shining down to make this a little more visible. This is my friend Leonard, which you've probably already met on my Instagram page, which you can find right here. If you haven't found it, go find it. Leonard is perfect just like he is, aren't you, honey? He will not be changing anything. The coffin, Leonard's house, this item was picked up as an after Halloween discount from Spirit Halloween. We've had it in the attic for about 10 years, and I think now we're probably going to start doing some distressing and kind of changing it up a little bit. The tombstones are just some little items that we picked up from Dollar Tree this year, once again on a tight budget. So what we did is we took these home and painted over all of the silly looking glitter. These will probably be retired next year. I think we're going to work towards building bigger and better handmade tombstones for a bit more elaborate setup. The zombie flamingos are something that I had to have just to kind of go with my vintage Airstream. The pile of bones were another acquisition from a after Halloween sale. Last night, the homemade fog chiller was a big hit. We were really surprised at how long it continued to pump out fog evenly throughout the course of the night. And last but not least is our chain link fence. The chain links are actually an item that we picked up from Dollar Tree, and I had some scrap wood laying around in the garage that we painted and made a little fence out of. Next year, the wood stakes will be replaced with handmade faux wrought iron. However, I think I'm going to keep these chains because they look good like they are. This witch's cauldron that I picked up at a dollar store has been repainted, and we're going to continue to work with it and paint it some more and fill it up with bones and turn it into a voodoo ritual pot. Which of our decorations this year were your favorite? Tell me in the comments down below. I think we did pretty good with what we had to work with this year. So our goal next year is just to be bigger, better, more elaborate, and just fill up our house with holiday spirit. Do you have ideas for props we should build? Tell us about that in the comments. It's November 1st. It's time to break everything down and put it away. But it's not the end. It's just the beginning for us getting started on next year. So if you like this video, be sure and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, you'll be one of our props for next year. Ugh. That hurts. So until the next video, pleasant screams. I think these two met on getbone.com. I don't think it's a match. So, what you drinking there, Leonard? Is it a dark and stormy? You get it? Dark and stormy. No? Boo Hawaii? No? I meant bullet? These are the jokes, people. These are the jokes. I'm here all week. Tip your bartender. Ba-dum.